Hi everyone. I want to say Happy New Year, Happy 2018 to all of you out there. Thank you so much for watching my videos and liking them and sharing them and subscribing them. Max wanted to come up and say Happy New Year. He said Merry Christmas. So Happy New Year from me and my sweet little doggy Max. Hope you have a great new year. Hi, Cancer. Happy New Year. And welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for the new year of 2018 plus January of 2018. This recording is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Ascendant, and Cancer Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because very often that will make more sense to you than your sun sign will. I've pulled 5 cards for you, 1 quarter for each of the 4 quarters of the year, and the 5th card will just be for January this month of 2018 using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. All that being said, now onto your reading for 2018 Cancer. First card you have here is the Four of Pentacles, and this is a miser card, holding on protectively to anything you have of value. Could be holding on protectively to money, other possessions, even your emotions. This can also indicate financial success coming to you in the future, sometimes when the Four of Pentacles shows up. You're having to listen to a lot of people complaining, a lot of people gossiping. Some people may be gossiping about you and even complaining about you. That's possible. Some of you are becoming strict with your diet and exercise program. Maybe you kind of let that slip, and then so now you're in the first quarter of the new year and you're going to start giving it the, more focus and attention. I feel like you're doing a lot of dividing of your time. It could be between 2 things, but it may be between a few things, because home and family and work comes up, but I feel like you're going to multiple places. You're going here, then you're going over here, then you're going here, then you're going somewhere else. I do pick up, I've got to be honest with you, Cancer, some anger and jealousy swirling around you. Either you feel that way, or people are feeling that way to you, or about you, or a combination of both. I do pick up anger here, and I feel some of you may be wishing you could say something. Maybe you will say it. But I get like something right on the tip of your tongue that you want to say. It's almost like you want to get back at somebody or lash out at somebody, maybe because you feel like something they caused or something they've done has caused backlash for you or other people. Some of you may be feeling like extra protective of your money, where you are afraid, like I see you going, nobody's going to take this away from me. And so this could be, maybe you're protecting it from partners, business or love partners. This could also be protecting it from the government. Maybe you don't want to pay your taxes, or you don't think the government should be entitled to all of this money that you have. And I see you putting it somewhere protectively. So maybe you're like, I'm not putting it in any account, then there'll be a record of it. Maybe you're going to find a way to turn money into cash, or buy gold or something, silver or gold, and then put it in a safe somewhere. Because I do see you being like, nobody's going to get their hands on this. I see you also feeling like you want to retreat and you want to get away. It could be for a vacation, like a cruise or going on a nice trip. But some of you want to retreat from some situations that feel uproarious to you. And like too much consternation and bickering or fighting or warring or whatever word you want to use. And you may feel like you may take part in it at some point, but then I feel like you want to retreat. Like I see you literally as the crab on the beach, and you're warring with your claws, and there's a bunch of crabs fighting around, and then you want to back away and run back into the ocean. So it could be a retreat, like a trip retreat, or you could want to retreat from any situations that are feeling tense and bickering or anything. You've got the Queen of Rods here next. This could be you, but it could be somebody else. The Queen of Rods is a fire sign female. This would be either an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. And I say this could be you because maybe you have a sun, moon, or rising sign in fire. So it could be you. There's a lot of things you have to say to each other, you and this Queen of Rods. You may, for some of you, you may be saying to each other how much you dislike each other or how much you distrust each other. It could be negative comments for some of you. She may be a stickler for things and a bit boorish or like difficult, strict, stringent, hard to deal with, dogmatic, problematic, stubborn. And this person may be a real challenge to you. You find them challenging and you may want to overthrow them. So you could be fighting for the same job position. You could be wanting the same, to date the same guy or girl. You may have legalities that jump up between you and the Queen of Swords, Queen of Rods, that may cause pain and suffering between the two of you. But that's not the legalities thing is not the case for all of you. This Queen of Rods is coming into your life for karmic reasons, to be challenging to you and to force you to take a stand or to make a stand in some way. That's their purpose. So if you know who this Queen of Rods is, you have a soul agreement with them already that this is what they're going to do. Now, I'm not saying, oh, okay, Cancer, so that's going to make it easier for you to deal with them. Not necessarily. I mean, you may keep that in mind and think, man, I elected to do this. I agreed on some spiritual level in the afterlife prior to reincarnating into this life to have this woman or man, whoever this Queen of Rods is, come in and create difficulties and challenges for me, and I have to stand up for my rights or stand against them or, be at odds with them. Well, my answer as a psychic reading it is yes. But that doesn't necessarily make it feel like, oh, okay, so I'm all hunky-dory with it. You're still going to have to go through it. For some of you, this Queen of Rods has a lot of kindness in their heart and they want what's best for everybody. So keep in mind, these people cards are not all the same thing. She could be a friend or a romantic relationship for you if she's falling into that category. So this Queen of Rods isn't going to be the same for all of you Cancers. Now, the next card you have here in the layout in the third quarter, that was for the second quarter of the year. But as I said in the other YouTube videos and on the Vimeo videos, that these can take place in any spot in the year because timing won't be the same for all of you. But in your third quarter, you have the High Priestess, and this is either a high spirit guide coming in to give you messages today in your reading. It could also be you being the High Priestess, your own psychic ability and your own intuition, being psychic and knowing. This can also mean be symbolic of things that have been hidden things, secrets and hidden things. Sometimes this can be like a guardian angel to you. Some of you are going to end up leaving an unhealthy relationship or situation because I'm hearing it's best that you move on. It's time for you to move on. It could also be from a home. Maybe you had a home that got devastated by one of these, if you live in the U.S., we had hurricane, and some places got really devastated. Florida, Texas, I'm sure there was many other places. I'm just naming those two. And it's like you must part ways or move on from something that is no longer helpful or useful to you or good for you. So it could be a partnership, a love partnership, a business, a job, and or it could very likely be a home that you're living in that's maybe you can't rebuild, or like fixing it. Maybe it just has too many bad memories, or maybe you're afraid it's just going to happen again. In any one of those categories that I just mentioned, those things are possible in all of them, that it could reoccur, that the problems would still exist. It's going to be unhealthy for you in some way. Be thorough of your examination of all written documents, agreements of sales, contracts of sales, written documents that businesses, employers, marriage licenses, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Prenuptial agreements, anything like that, any written documents. Don't be bullied by anybody else, and stay true to you. Be true to yourself, stay true to you, and true to your course of action also. This year will be a defining year for you of how you handle things with other people, how well you do in your relationships, whether they're work relationships, love relationships, or family relationships. This year is your karmic test in defining year of how you deal with relationships. You have the Two of Rods next in your fourth quarter. Could happen at any point in the year. This is partnership in business or partnership in romance. It can also mean something you're doing or working on or putting out there into the world for the world to see, view, evaluate. I do feel in the fourth quarter there's going to be a lot of things that are going to feel more stabilized for you, and things going in your favor, or like you've turned some kind of the proverbial corner for you. Some of you have somebody new that's going to enter your life in 2018, and this does feel like love connection. And this person will have high ideals, and also high ideals about love, and put you on some kind of pedestal. Now, that's not going to be the case for all of you if you are happily coupled in some relationship, whether it be marriage or not. That's not going to apply to you, I don't feel, unless you have an affair. You and this person may be working towards similar goals. Similar goals, similar projects. So you could meet this guy or girl through work. It could be through because you would be working on similar goals, like maybe in the same field. Could be something like that. So you could meet them at school, any classes or training you're attending. You could meet them at work, but maybe just by chance you have the same goals and it has nothing to do with work. For those of you that this applies to, you're going to be getting intertwined with them very fast. So you guys will be a couple quickly, and you might even be working together as a team in some way where you're trying to help each other out. So man, that could be so many sense in so many ways. He or she could be a business partner to you. You could be doing subcontracted work together, so you pair up in that sense. Maybe just because you're both new at something you're doing, you're both immersed in something you're doing, and you're in the same field or line of work or field of interest, that then you kind of do homework together, or research together, or help each other out. That kind of energy swirls around this Two of Rods. You're going to leave something behind. And I feel like it's difficult. I get a lump in your throat, and I see you pushing away from something, and you've got a lump in your throat about it, and moving on. Maybe you have nostalgia about a house that you're moving away from, or you have to heal from hurts and pains and wounds from a love relationship, but it's like codependent, or it's extremely difficult for you to leave it. So I see you choked up about leaving it, but I see you pushing away from it and doing it. The last card you have in the layout is the King of Cups, and this could be you because this is a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could also be somebody else. Don't get thrown that it is a male, because women come up as knights all the time and kings, and so don't be thrown by that. I feel that if you have new romance comes into your life, it's going to have skyrocketing potential here. You may start a family together. You may have children with this King of Cups. You're going to get a lot of spirit guide communication this year, where your guides are going to be like talking in your ear, urging you to move forward, or trying to like talking to you in your dreams, or like inspiring you. Sometimes your guides don't actually say words. They put feelings in you that make you go, oh, I'm suddenly inspired to do this. Yes, am I saying you can't, your soul isn't coming up with it? Very likely it can, but in this particular situation, it's your guides doing it. If you're getting intertwined with somebody and you've been single for a long time, you may have difficulty giving up your independence. You may have created some scenarios in your life that have fallen apart prior to now. These could be marriages, affairs, other alliances and situations. I feel that you will have the sensation that this year you have to keep your mind very busy or active, or keep studying. And I feel that you may look into transcendental meditation or any kind of meditation. You may go get hypnosis or hypnotherapy. It's like I really see you feel like a non-busy mind is a wasted mind. So I feel that you are going to feel like I need to push forward on studying, training my mind, educating myself, keeping my mind busy, active, learning more, advancing. But it all has to do with your mind. If this king isn't symbolic of love coming to you, this is someone that's going to bring in improvements in your life. And these improvements could be maybe a better job, or some opportunity to be part of some club, group, or community venture or foundation. This king, if it's not you, could symbolize that they need your help, they need your assistance, they want you to be part of the community spirit or what they're doing. Could even be work or in a job as well. But you might want to listen to that King of Cups and the Two of Rods one more time, Cancer. So I hope this reading was of help to you. I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate it. And please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. If you would like to get another Psychic Tarot reading just like this one, where I'm using the Aquarian Tarot deck and pulling 5 cards, 1 card for each quarter of the year, and the 5th card is just for the month of January 2018, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for the new year of 2018 plus January 2018 Psychic Tarot reading for each sign of the zodiac for download and purchase. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu, which is a drop-down menu. Go to page 12, and there you will see the headings for these videos. You just click on your sign, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I wish you an amazing and happy new year, Cancer. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.